stop treating your man like your therapist? Okay, so this is such an important question, and I'm really glad she asked. Because yes, women can emotionally dump too. I think women are more prone to do this than men. And yes, it can absolutely affect attraction and respect. But today we're going to talk about it without shame. Here's the first thing you need to understand. Men and women process emotions differently. Women bond through emotional expression. Men bond through competence, usefulness, and direction. So when a woman consistently treats her man like a therapist, meaning she vents constantly, she processes everything out loud, and uses him as her main emotional regulator, what happens over time is subtle, but it's real. He stops feeling like I am the man here, and he starts feeling like I am responsible for her emotional state. And that doesn't make him feel close, it makes him feel burdened. Now, let me be clear because this is where people get it confused. Being emotionally safe is not the same as being your therapist. An emotionally safe man listens, reassures you, holds space occasionally, and supports you when life gets tough. Now, a man acting as your therapist becomes your primary place to unload, helps you regulate constantly, hears the same emotional loop over and over and over and over again. And he starts managing your moods. And that is not polarity, that is parenting, because you're acting like a little toddler that needs their parent. The principles applied on both opposites of the spectrum. He should not be going to you like you're his mama. The same way you should have been going to him like he's your dad. Your man is not your dad or your mom. That is parentification, honey. And yes, over time, that's going to slowly kill attraction and polarity. Now we're going to answer the subtle fear underneath this question, which is, if I don't share, won't I become emotionally unavailable? No. There's a difference between sharing and dumping, okay? You want to selectively share. You don't want to dump on anybody. Anything you dump is trash. It's good. Listen to the word dump. You're dumping it. It's heavy, it's mucky, it's icky. You don't want to dump. You want to selectively share and be intentional about what you share. Sharing sounds like I had a rough day. I'm feeling a little bit off today. I could use a hug. I need some oxytocin. That's my favorite one. Dumping sounds like, let me relive this with you. Let me process every layer with you. Let me lean on you to feel okay. One invites connection, the other one invites codependency. And you don't want to create dependency on your relationship because it's going to kill the polarity of your relationship. Then eventually, your man stops pursuing you sexually. Your man stops. Why? Because you're slowly dumping, and that's killing the attraction. Now, here's a polarity rule that never lies. A man wants to feel needed, not used. He wants to support you, not stabilize you. He shouldn't be having to make up for your daddy issues. Same way you shouldn't have to make up for his mommy issues. This is why both individuals need to work on themselves individually. When a woman is emotionally sovereign, meaning she has friends, self-regulation, inner grounding, and she shares from a centered, empowered place, he actually feels more attracted to her, not less. Because he can show up as your man and not an emotional infrastructure. So no, you don't need to shut down and you don't need to go cold. And you definitely don't need to pretend that you're fine when you're not. You just need to stop outsourcing your emotional regulation to him. Certain things you talk about with your friends, you talk about with your mom, you talk about with your sister, you talk about with your brother, you talk about with your therapist. Certain things are not for your man, okay? Like I said, stop outsourcing your emotional regulation, not to just your man, but to everyone else, okay? You must become your own source of emotional regulation, or your therapist, or your paid mentor, coach, teacher, anybody else. When you outsource your emotional regulation to him, that's not intimacy, that's imbalance. And anything that has an imbalance is going to kill your polarity. This is polarity work, and this is nervous system work. And this is exactly what I teach you inside the Feminine Resets. How to stay emotionally open without collapsing into dependence. And inside the Provider Magnet, I teach you how to build a relationship where support flows without pressure. You don't lose closeness by being regulated. You lose closeness by losing yourself. Okay, so if you're ready for a reset, the link is in my bio. I hope this video helped. I hope it gave you clarity. I love you guys. Bye.